In the last video, hopefully you registered for your MindTap and you did some of the reading, the introduction to the chapter and to the course and then to the chapter. Now we're ready to go on and start doing some lessons. And here's where you can see I ended up changing these to lesson 1, lesson 1, 2, lesson 1, 3 to make it a little bit easier. There are 3 parts to this chapter. You've read the information for lesson 1, so now click on it. You've already done the reading. Now we're going to go to, I wondered what OWP meant. I didn't know what it meant either, but it's online, whatever, so don't worry about that. It's kind of confusing, that OWP there. But anyway, we're going to open that. And then after the end of that reading, there was a work together and an on your own. They were on page 9 of your textbook, and it said work together and on your own. Think of these as kind of like a practice. They just are going to help you learn what was in the chapter. If you were in a traditional classroom, your teacher would probably go through it with you, but you can do it on your own. And they do count, but they don't count a whole lot of points. It's just something that we want you to practice so you're ready to go on. So we're going to click on Work Together 1. All right, so you can see the scores there. They're worth 2 points each. Come on. There it goes. Hopefully they'll have this figured out, but it was really slow for me today. Okay, this is your 1-1 Work Together, page 9. And we need to read the problem. Megan Finder, a recent college graduate, is applying for her first credit card. The creditor has asked for a personal net worth statement. Megan owns a scooter worth $2,000 and has $800 in her checking account. She owes JC Auto $920 and River College $125. Complete a net worth statement for Megan Finder. Select current date in the appropriate field. In each section, enter items in descending order of amount. So you can see here there's some blanks. There's some drop-down menus here that gives you some choices. And then each one of these blanks is going to have something filled in. Now, you don't remember what's supposed to go in, and I wouldn't either. So I want you to keep in mind that over here on the right-hand side, there are certain things you won't be using all of these, but there's a glossary, there's a dictionary, there's career portfolio. But down here, that looks like a book, is called the full textbook. And if you click on it, you get the whole textbook. Now I got it and I already went to this page, but you'll start at the beginning and you will go to, you'll find your chapter here, and I went to chapter 1 here, introducing or starting a proprietorship. If you were working on chapter 3, you'd click on that one and so forth. So I went to 1 and I found the page 9. Now I haven't figured out how I can find the page numbers. Let's see. I'm not sure, but there should be some way that you should be able to find the page numbers. But anyway, on page 9 is this example of the net worth statement that I said before you were going to be using. So now you've got it to refer to. So anytime you need to refer your textbook, you can go over there and you can, hopefully we can figure out how to get exactly where we needed to go. But you can see now that the heading is the name of the person, net worth statement, and the date. So I'm going to click back up here, arrow down, the name of the person, the net worth statement, and the current date. And if I had forgotten, I could just go back there. Now, there's a blank here. What's there? Assets. And then under assets is the assets that she's going to list. Okay, so I'm going to go over here and I'm going to type assets. You can see it's black, but if I started in typing a mistake, like I forgot the second S and whatever, it's going to make it red. So on these, you know that it's the right thing if it's black. So we typed in assets. Look back here. Okay, now she's going to list the account and then the amount. So up here, her first asset was scooter. And that's worth $2,000. Now notice when I enter it, I entered in a comma, but it doesn't put that. I just entered the 2000.00, and when I push enter, then it'll put the commas in it. She also has cash in the bank. We always call a checking account as cash of $800. I'm going to check and see what happens if I don't put the decimal. Yeah, it does it right. Okay, so what goes down here? Let's check back on the textbook again. Total assets, and then we're going to add them up. So we're going to type in total assets. Now I tested that, and if I were to add it wrong in my head, and I type in the wrong number, it's not going to turn red. Okay? It's just on these minor things that it wants you to let you know, but where you're actually putting things in that you should be looking up and knowing, it won't put it red if you're wrong. It'll show you at the end when it corrects it. So what's down here? This is our liabilities. And then we're going to list the liabilities. Remember, liabilities are people who you owe money to. So she owes JC Auto $920. She owes River College $125. Okay, so you would continue on with that, because after that then would come the total liabilities. You would add those up, and then you would calculate. The third option down below the liabilities is the net worth. And her net worth is to take her assets and subtract her liabilities, and whatever it is, that's the answer that goes there. That's her net worth. Okay, so you would complete that, and when you're done, there are two options: save and continue without saving. If you've done it and you know you're okay with it, go ahead and save and continue. I'm going to choose not to because I don't want to submit an assignment. I want to leave it open for you guys to do. So I'm going to continue without saving. And then it says, you know, you did that. And I'm going, yeah, I know that. And now it comes up to the next one, which is 1-1 on your own. And it's the same thing, only it's different information. Anthony Clement is applying for a car loan. The lending institute requires a personal net worth. He currently has $1,085 in cash, and his camera is worth $635. He also owes Vista Travel $305 and Kelly Electronics $83. You would put those assets, those liabilities, set heading first, the assets, the liabilities, and the net worth, following the example again in here. When you're finished, you have those same options, and I'm going to continue without saving, but you would go ahead and save. Okay, up here in the right-hand corner then, it says, I'm done, grade assignment now. You would click that, and then it would tell you how you did on your assignment, and that assignment would be handed in. I'm going to, however, X out, And I think I'm done with the textbook for now. Okay, so now you have to finish up 1-1, do those end of lesson reviews, get those in the grade book, and then you're going to open lesson 1-2. It's a reading activity just like we did before, and then the end of the lesson review, there's a working together and on your own. And then there's going to be lesson 1-3, again a reading activity and end of lesson review, which is a working together and on your own. You can do the study guide on your own without any instructions. I don't think you need any instructions for those. Before you start the Chapter 1 application problem, make sure you go back to the website, and I will have another video that you should look at to know how to do that and how to do the tests and so forth. All right, go ahead with your reading and end of the lesson reviews for 1-1, 1-2, and 1-3. And you can work on your study guide.